I want to first thank you all for the warm welcome you gave us during the campaign when we called on you in your palaces. I do think that the role you played in welcoming us and giving us good counsel on how to conduct our campaigns and make sure that the election is held peacefully, in a peaceful atmosphere. I think all that contributed to the successful election we had. It is my intention that we will hold regular dialogues on many issues of importance, not only to the chieftaincy institution, but also to the progress of our dear nation, Ghana. In our campaign, one of the issues I raised was to see how we can increase the involvement of chiefs in the governance architecture. There are some things that we need your influence to support government to be able to achieve. Protection of the environment is one of them. The traditional areas belong to you, but it's government agencies like the EPA and all those agencies that are supposed to have the legal mandate to protect the environment. But, I mean, the EPA is sitting here in Accra. How many offices do they have in your traditional areas? So if somebody goes into a forest reserve and starts cutting trees down, the chief has absolutely no power to stop the person. And most of the time, the person will come with a license from Accra and say, oh, they gave me a license, this is my concession, I've come to cut timber. And so how do we get the chiefs, better involved so that it's a synergy between government and our traditional authority?
There's a lot to be done structurally, and also with regard to how we interpret our constitutional standing and provisions, and vis-a-vis the Chieftaincy Act. What is most important to most of us is right down from the word go. I think this is an opportune time for us, the National House of Chiefs, to once again go back and reassert ourselves.
There's not much to say. We all know what the situation is with our power generation sector. And if that was one of the first meetings any person who's taking responsibility of this country had to have, then it's with you, the power producers. We all remember the time of the power crisis, popularly called doomsday by Ghanaians. It was important that we expand the space for independent power producers because government on its own could not always leverage the capital to put in the generation that was required. And that's how come many of you signed PPAs and set up the thermal plants that we have. Now we have an energy sector that is burdened with debt, highly inefficient. Just giving a ballpark figure, the audited debts in the power sector is estimated at about $2.5 billion. But I thought that it was important for me to meet you as president and tell you that I care about your concerns and what you're going through, and to say that we're going to work together with you to see how we can resolve the issues in the power sector. The first thing is for us to deal with the issue of the value chain, the whole power value chain. And that means that we must start from the downstream all the way upstream. There are issues to do with availability of gas, and so that's upstream. And the next is to see how we can bring more efficiency in terms of your sector and the production of power. I can assure you we're turning a new chapter. As I said, in my inaugural address, I said Ghana is open for business again. You guys brought your investment in here, and you expected that investment will pay off. And so we need to be faithful partners in order that you're able to run your businesses properly and you're able to account to your shareholders.
A year 2nd of January, yan can be anshim. Be do me in Franco Bodonkoro. Skitty for your friends, a jato baby in Tim Modamra. It drew ho. Cockrishay. Cobo home buying the fire extinguishers. A try as it between Jan and so, yan Timmy. hono ne ijano eje yensem a shi dwani nyina dwere be obi afa pi bakokora mpo idwani nyina ahye
eduru bonya holidays na ade ko shansu wo koto a wo niska ye ma wo nti ekoji loan kakra ene edi beto ase e ma so se bi wo mu ye di ma wo mu ton wi a ansa enwumre no abeye akonta ade ama wo nti ya ntimi amfa ska no anko bank se bi obi na free ade na ahye sei na carpenter so etwi ya papa ye be den afa mu ama yeti ho se de omo dada ye ka no yeti ho adwin ho a ye nua baako bibi ye no da me so so ya re duru kolebu onu hwewu.
We all heard the sad news of what happened. I think Kantamanto is a household name here in Ghana. There's no person in Ghana who hasn't heard about Kantamanto market. So it's a very important hub for trading in Ghana. It supplies goods to the whole country. And so when we heard the news, it came as quite a shock because the country was in the mood for the inauguration and everything was going well. And so for something like this to happen really saddened all of us. The loss of capital, the loss of goods has been very heavy. And so we asked Nana Jane to pay you a visit and to let you know that we're concerned about what happened. And today I got the opportunity, and so I said that I wanted you to come so that I'll listen to you, speak with you, and see in what way government can be of assistance to you.
We a classroom where you would be a train. I mean, that's what say, Sebi, you be saying, I see an